Hello everyone, we're about to get underway here at Silverstone. Some things to note before we head into the race. We have Curtis leading the championship. Marco won last time out. The midfield, I am told, is awfully tight here in BP Prestige tier. And we've got to remember that this is a realistic tier. We have a driver's fight. It's currently top, first and second, currently separated by 20 points. Curtis leading, and then Marco follows him. 20 points behind, and he won last time out. So hopefully we see some battling between them. Potentially at the front, you never know how races can go. Really, you can never tell. But here we go. I'm told Noise here is also pretty good. He's actually really good, I'm told, by Shaz, so we're going to be keeping a close eye on him. Marco, obviously we know won last time out, and our championship leader, Curtis, is here. Alpine out, I think that's also Williams out, yeah. Short quality session, and then obviously a sprint, and then a race. Trying to figure out, I don't know, but anyway. Drivers out in there, out laps. P in the Mercedes. Praise the fatty in the Alpine with the Williams, I think. Too many, I think that's how you say it, right behind him. Everyone's piling out now on their out laps. The horse as well. But our first driver to the lap should be Praise Fatty, as he only got laps of down validations, really, that's a one bit. Saving that your Aston across the line. Not too sure what a good time I'm doing. I'm pretty sure it's like a 25-4 around that. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully we can see close to that maybe or even beat that by the Red Bulls, the Mercedes, Ferraris, and potentially the Aston Martins as well. I think that is a pretty good car. But we have a midfield car now, getting ready to go to set their lap. Let's see what they can set. So we're right on board through now. Turn 1. Through these corners, have to brake really hard here now. It's the kind of double hairpin you got here. And do this flat out, then activate the DRS. What time is it going to be? It's going to be 27.9. Through that first sector. Coming through now, the infamous Cox corner. That incident between Verstappen and Hamilton there. 2021, he's going to do that. Always that could be invalidation, but it's not going to be. Through Marcus and Beckett's now. He's taking that quite nicely then. And now DRS down his back on the straight now. It's going to be a 1/3 then in the second sector. We can get this aerial view now. Swinging right-handed then. Going to come down towards the chicane. And what time is he going to put on the board? It's going to be a 28.4. Right, praise the fatty. We're going to have the Williams next across the line, I believe. Or potentially the Mercedes. Clapped by Pete, who is in a faster car, so should realistically beat this. And he is going to beat that by 2 seconds. As Chimeri in the Williams is only 3 tenths off Mercedes then. Tricks 27.2, but that is invalidated. Marco then, championship contender, on his lap. The Aston Martin is over, going to set a 28.7. The Haas then of Devlin, a 29.5 for him pretty much. Ollie goes 26.6, only a 10th behind the Mercedes. But what can the Ferrari of Marco do? Winning last time out. Matt goes for a 25.6. What a lap that has been. As you do have a retirement there. And has he just, what's he done there? I think he could have just maybe spun out at the exit of that corner into the wall. But what is Marco going to do? Can he beat his competitor's time, the Red Bull of Matt? Can he beat that time? They come around the corner and it's very close to beating that time, but he can't quite beat it. Our championship leader then goes fastest in Sector 1. Two AlphaTauri, obviously the slowest car, I believe, in this game. 6th and 7th. Lovely corner there for guys. Obviously Red Bull is the fastest car. These guys are expected to be winning races. Here he goes then. His teammate of Matt behind him, I don't think he's on a lap. Here he goes then. Can he beat his teammate, who currently sits in that provisional pole position? Coming around the final few corners. Here he goes. Can he do it? It's a 25.8. Must have lost a lot of time then in that third sector. Remember, this is for the sprint race. This isn't for the main race. This will only set us for the sprint race, and the sprint race does determine position. Guys, I've gone up now. Only 1% ERS though. He has already set it up over 27.9. There you go. Does invalidate that though eventually. Is Gravity on that? I think he is. I don't know how good the McLaren is in the game. I don't know if they've updated performance yet, but it is a purple sector 1 from him, and that could be where, I don't know if there is a glitch through the tech time. That is a Ferrari off. Over there, looks to be off the track. That would be Evie Zeit. He's not on a lap. The Gravity is. And he's going to come through Max and Beckett's now. He's going to do that. And that looked like a very clean Max and Beckett's there for him. Purple sector 2 as well. He goes around the swing right hand. Oh, that's an invalidation. And that's going to sting. If he really was purple 1 and 2. Would have had to sting, but Elmas. Oh. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Thank you. Yeah, I did not know that. So he was faster than the 2 cars in front of him, which would have been Alfie and Devlin. Yeah, okay, right. Now I know that. Thank you. As Elmas going to go P4 in that Mercedes. Alfie's on the left, I'm pretty sure. Can he go faster than P12 then? Or maybe even break into the top 10 like his teammate is currently sitting in P10. That is an invalidation though for Alfie. The Aston Martin has just set his lap, but is he going to go for another one with the 80% ERS then? And we're going to have a look then, see if he will. Round this now, he's just going to hammer it down the straight. We're going to see if he can break into that top 10. He should do with a car like that. He is 2 tenths faster than his time right now, which at the minute wouldn't, I believe that is 2 tenths faster than his previous sector 1 time, I'm pretty sure. That's how that works. Still pretty new to how all the purples, all that, as you can tell. Going through Max and Beckett's head. Can he do this nicely? Look to be pretty decent. Activate the DRS. Is that Williams there? I think it was Williams. Could have got in his way of it. Right under them. Looks like a pretty decent lap so far then. Through the chicane. Gonna come around the final corner. And what's it gonna be? It's gonna be a 27.9 pushing P11. Haas is on the lap. Cutting it fine there with the track limits. On the exit of Cops. Through Max and Beckett's now. We're gonna get this lovely camera angle. Again, activate that DRS and go down the straight as fast as you physically and possibly can. Right-hander. Taking a lot of curve there. And then not so much on the exit. Gonna come through the chicane now. What time is he gonna set? Will he manage to jump some people in front of him? He's gonna come across the line now. It's gonna be a 28.1. And he's gonna put in P12 in that Haas. Shaz on the lap now. And caution sex bravely, that's people slowing down. Do you have anyone with the Red Bull? Is he on the lap? Pretty sure he is. Marco invalidates there on his lap. Curtis though is on the lap and he's looking to steal that provisional pole from his teammate. In sector 1, he hasn't gone purple. He is around 2 tenths off the P1 position, with Marco and Matt only separated by massive milliseconds, I'm pretty sure. He's going to be entering these to do this nice and smoothly if he wants a chance. And there we go. He's just taken too much curve there, and that's just invalidated him. With only 5 minutes and 41 seconds left in this short qualifying session, then we'll get onto the sprint. Well, this Williams does seem to be overperforming a lot, and is this gonna? Are we gonna see a theme then? A 26.5 for the Williams driver. Like always, he's gonna need a nice Magnus and Beckett's if he wants any chance of jumping people in front of him. The 2 Mercs in front of him, actually. So obviously a significantly faster car. He does have the likes of Aston Martin and 2 McLarens. But are we going to see him beat his first time that he set? Oh, he's going to go into the pits. That was a 26.5 he set, put in P7. Let's carry on with Shaz's then. I think he's on a lap. He's not, he's going to go into the pits as well. And I don't know if we have anyone on a flying lap here, but Alfie might be on a flying lap. Coming down this straight now, the track is clear as ever. And we're going to start getting people piling onto the track now for their final run. secure that pole position for the sprint and give him the best opportunity to go down in the sprint. Obviously, we know that turn one here at Silverstone can be pretty feisty with that it's a flat out, isn't it? Turn one here at Silverstone, but can Alfie beat his time? It's going to be a 27.7. He's going to put P13 behind the outer area of 10. As people coming out for their final runs, and we have a Ferrari out on the track. He's yet to set a time. We have a Williams yet to set a time then as well. We're going to get people coming up for their final runs all over the place now. As this McLaren could potentially get another lap in after this one is set, as we do have leaving the session. But the McLaren is going to go for his lap now. Sweeping left-handed then. You want to brake really hard now into this hairpin. Takes a lot of curve there. DRS now. Down the straight. Is it going to be faster than what I know now? The two cars in front of him. It's going to be he's down by 3 seconds. Is he doing another out lap to boot up and go for another lap? As we have everyone piling out now. 2 Mercedes specifically right behind one another. As Matt is going to be looking to defend this pole position. Marco is going to want it. Obviously the sprint points count so much with obviously the championship now. Marco can go ahead with a simple sprint win and a race win depending on what Curtis. You can do it with just one race win depending on what Curtis does. We have a very tight championship. Let's see where Matt is actually. I only played the champion race for top 2. Just gonna have a look now for you. The standings. Simon. So Matt is in 3rd. He's 55 points off his teammate Curtis, who is now on a lap, and we have missed that. So Curtis is now on a lap. Our championship leader, who sits on 114 points after the Portuguese Grand Prix. Matt lays on 59 points with the Mercedes, but almost right behind him. And it's only a 6-point gap. But Marco and Curtis is where the real battle is. Only a 20-point gap between the two. And are we going to see something? As Curtis does go fastest in Sector 2, and as he's P3, that does mean he's currently on track for the provisional pole. There's quite a lot of the curve here. He needs a good lap here. This will be his final lap. Can Curtis steal that pole position off his teammate? Yes, he can. It's a 25.5 and a 10th quicker than his teammate. Matt needs something now. So does Marco. We can't be forgetting Marco, but the next driver to cross the line is in contention. Will be Matt. He needs a 10th improvement to steal that off his teammate. But he has got traffic. He's got a McLaren in his way. Could this potentially impede him? That McLaren needs to move out of the way, and he doesn't. He doesn't, and he loses it. That's surely going to cost him. That's surely cost him pole position then. I don't know how much he was up though, but that McLaren does impede him! And Marco! And instead of Aston Martin! Of noise! Oh no, not of noise. The other Aston Martin. Never spinning out and crashing straight into the Ferrari of Marco. And that is such a sad way to end this. But noise. Can Elman... Can he... No. Can we have anyone? Pete, can he do it? Into P4. And I believe that should be. But here we go then, the AlphaTauri. Can the AlphaTauri break into the top 10 as we have Trix, who's going to go P10 with a 26.7. Is Ollie on a lap? Ollie is on a lap. Here we go. The Haas of Ollie. Where is he going to put his Haas car? He's going to put it into P7. But we can't forget the AlphaTauri of Thomas. Can he break his AlphaTauri car, the slowest car in the game, I'm pretty sure. Can he put it into the top 10? It requires a 26.6. And it's a 27.1, and that is your final positions for the sprint race. Red Bull 1-2, but this man here, the championship leader, shows us why he's the leader of the championship. Puts his Red Bull on P1. And it's lovely stuff by Curtis, who secures a pole position. Matt closely behind, but we're going to see a hell of a battle into turn 1. That is your quality standings then. All I know that into turn 1 it's going to be feisty between the top 3. Potentially even Pete can get in there. Heard Noise pretty fast as well. Potentially he can get in there, Elmas. We could have a 6-way battle then for the P1 spot. So don't go anywhere for the sprint race. Sprint race coming up. Sprint race will be starting very shortly then. Obviously no required pit stops in the sprint. I believe it's 9 laps. I want to say 9 or 11 laps. I'm pretty sure the sprint race is. And then we have the race which is 26 laps long. So the winner here, obviously 8 points for winning the sprint race, 25. Obviously with fastest lap, with that would be 26. So I believe the max point here is 34 points. I'm pretty sure. So let's wait then, and I don't know what's going on here. But this is what's going on, it's 5 red lights, and we're underway for the sprint race. Curtis does get good off the line, but it's going to be his Red Bull teammate. Stay all side by side, the 2 Red Bulls side by side then. Curtis stays ahead, and that is an Aston Martin, and that is Zeba and Alfie. We had a little incident at the back then. Ollie, what a start for him, starting in P7 up to P5. Noise dropped down to P6. We have the 2 Red Bulls fighting up front then, with Marco coming in straight behind. That's Pete and Ollie going at it. He's still there. Pete leaves in little to no space, but Ollie, can he get the move done? Yes, he can. He's got that move done. Yes, he is. He's a full car ahead now. No one's going to go for it into this top corner then. But we are going to see, or if we're going to see a move from Pete there. But there we go. And who's that lagging out behind? That's Elmas, who is going to be closely followed. There's a big scoreboard at the back there. I saw that possible race. Yeah, obviously 0 stop then. Let's have a look at the tyres. They're all on softs except Alfie. He's gone for the mediums. Position change. And what a start it has been for Charles Max. Up by 6 positions. A good start from McCluskey as well. Curtis Jones is here, fastest lap. What a lap. What a start it has been for him. I don't know what happened to Tremaine. Maybe he's caught up in that incident. Actually, I think he's lagged out. But up 6 positions then for the McLaren and looking to make gains on that. Oh, I thought he was going to send one up the inside then. But what I do know, the 2 Alpines are going to be going at it. And praise the fact he gets in front of his Alpine teammate. And McCluskey goes wide, so it's going to allow gravity to sneak through as well. Oh, big collision there. And that's going to be Noise having a little spin and dropping down to P16. Please control Tom into the top 10, but obviously that's not points. Shazad is in the points now. But Curtis still leads out front. Marco still following Matt very closely then. Waiting for that DRS. We're going to see some proper moves. Pete got back in front of Ollie. This is going to be a race-long battle we see. As that trick goes off there. And he's going to allow Elmas now to get past the Williams. He's going to have to do it the long way round. No, he's not, as the Williams does back out of that. But Charles Max on a mission. Up 8 positions in the McCloskey, up 7 positions as well. But we do have Marco then right on the tail of ASR Matt. He's going to be looking to beat Curtis, obviously the championship rival. All the top 3 are all in the championship. We've driven 3 seconds handed out to Devlin, 4 multiple warnings. Charles Max 3 second time penalty for him then. You're going to see Marco potentially with that DRS there. Matt just trying to stay in the DRS range of Curtis. If he gets out of that, it's going to be, should be a pretty easy win for him then. But Ollie did get back past Pete. It looks like the fight now could just be between Marco and Matt, but Matt is trying to catch up to his Red Bull teammate, and I think he should do it as well. The DRS going to be activated down this long back straight. A big time for overtakes then. Big opportunity for overtakes. Matt is gaining. But he's just not going to get it as they edge very much closer to Curtis. So he's going to be under threat now. As Elmas does get past his Mercedes teammate. Is Ollie going to potentially go for it here on Pete? No, he's not. McCloskey and the McLaren going at it. McLaren just can't get past that. He's going to be Charles Max who's dropped back down. But Ollie right on the tail then of Pete. Right on the tail. There's no point going for it here as the DRS will be activated. And we are going to see that very soon between the top 3 front runners. Curtis going to be under massive threat from his teammate. Oh no, the gap is 7 tenths. But all this time Matt has that DRS from Curtis. It's not going to help Marco, as he won't be gaining nothing on the Red Bull, as he does go slightly wide there. But Ollie, the same thing. As soon as Pete is getting DRS by his teammate, Ollie can't do anything either. As Curtis now is extending his lead out front by a long way. Nearly a second, but that is it, as we're going to have an incident between Zevar and Shimeni. Not a great sprint, as Pete does get a 3 second time penalty. DRS activated then. No moves, as we have 5 laps left of this sprint race then. 4 laps it will be once Curtis crosses the line. Who leads up front in that Red Bull. Top 3 in an entirely different level then. You have Ollie starting to maybe fall a little bit behind. But it is the middle sector where Matt does fall back the most. Could this be the lap we potentially see him out of DRS range his teammate? He is going to go down this straight though. But is it going to be this lap? He's already fallen out a little bit. This DRS is keeping him in it. Is it potentially going to be this lap that he falls out of that DRS range and comes under threat from Marco? What happened to him? Pretty much just up front then, with the 2 Red Bulls. Don't know what happened to Marco. But we have the AlphaTauri and Alpine going at it. Alpine backs out. No, he doesn't. He's still stuck a bit up the inside then. Oh, very close then. Getting his overtake. They're going to come wheel to wheel. No, they're not. McLaren. We have a big midfield battle here though, but as we know, the top 8 only get points. Here comes the Alpine, and he just easily glides past. The easiest overtake you will ever make. Did you have noise? He did have a spin earlier, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he did. He had a spin earlier. Oh, he's going to go for it. He's capitalising on that poor exit. But he's going to just stick it out behind, as we do have the Aston Martin of Zero out. This has not been his sprint race at all. As Matt is very close now to his teammate, isn't he? Marco falling behind a little bit, I think. Into Cops. Is it going to be now that the move gets made? Overtake enabled. Is there a pairing of the ERS and the DRS too strong as they very nearly collide there? As Curtis is now behind his Red Bull teammate. Yellow flags then for sector 3. I don't know what's going on. I don't think anything is. It maybe just a glitch. Green flag's being waved and Curtis desperate to get back out front then. But Matt leads the sprint race. DRS for Curtis, who potentially may stick it out to the last lap to get the overtake done on his teammate. Using the overtake then, down the pit straight. Potentially trying to push Matt into a more defensive position, which will of course make him lose time, and that was a good exit then. And I don't know why there is yellow flags flying in 2 and 3. I don't really know, to be honest, but we're going to see the DRS then down the long straight. He is going to get past. But of course Matt will just get the DRS again, only down the long straight. And this is giving Matt now to play the defensive game. But he can't let his teammate run away with it. And he's got a lot better exit then. What's that corner, Curtis? Curtis trying to get as much ahead as he can and then make it pretty much impossible the length of the straight here. Obviously we know that back straight is obviously very long, and this one here is also quite long enough for 5 tenths to be made. But no ERS is going to be used. I think he's just going to try to stick it out then until the last lap, and then use all his ERS, and then of course using the DRS as well to attack his teammate of Curtis. No real incidents here though, in the sprint so far. But Matt now, you can tell he's really pushing, but so is Curtis. He's looking to get this win and further extend his lead in the championship by 2 points to Marco and a point. Here we go then. This is it. We're going to enter the final lap now. And it's going to be Matt versus Curtis. Red Bull versus Red Bull. For the leading position and for pole position in the main race. But is 7 tenths just too much? The ERS looking very similar between the two. When will Matt try to make the move? When will it happen? Gotta use the ERS on the straight, surely. Close down the gap, he doesn't. Saving it all for the last straight. And will we see a move? Will we see a highly defensive position from Curtis, as they are teammates? You know, you don't want them colliding with each other. We are going to see it then. The straight, and it's only 5 tenths to gap, which means this is very much doable, and Curtis is now in the danger zone. He needs the best exit off this corner. Activates that ERS. But here comes Matt, and I think he is going to steal the sprint race win, but Curtis goes defensive, but Matt is going to overtake him, and I think that is the sprint race win. Very well negotiated there, very well planned by Matt. And could this be the start of a winning weekend? He wins the sprint race here. It's going to be a Red Bull 1-2. Marco, I don't know what happened to him, comes home in P3, taking 5 points. Elmas takes 4 points. 3 points for Ollie, 2 points. Oh no, I've worked this out wrong, haven't I? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go then. Your winner of the sprint race is going to be ASR Matt. Can he carry it on into the main race? Find out in a minute. There you go then. I am just going to go get a drink. I'll be back. Hello everyone, I'm back. And a decent sprint race then. Here we go then. 5 red lights, and away we go for the main race. Matt on pole position. Can Curtis get the start that he needs? But I'll tell you who has got the start. Ollie, who goes into turn 1, and there's an Alpine shove wide with Elmas looking to get past the Ferrari of Marco, who hasn't had a great start in this sprint race, but Marco pushes him as wide as he can, leaving him no space. They make contact there, I believe. But Ollie up into P3. Curtis does get past his teammate then. With a battle between the AlphaTauri and Alpine. As the Alto moves up into the point positions. Can he get that move finalised? No, he can't. Noise gets past Mercedes, a clap by Pete. Noise is going to now look to very quickly clear the AlphaTauri, and that is very close. That is very close between the two drivers. Almost right behind Marco. Marco is using his ERS here to defend from Elmas, but has caught up to Ollie while doing that. He's going to need to clear Ollie as soon as possible if he wants to manage to get past the Red Bulls. He's going to need to clear them. Obviously, 1-2 currently for the Red Bulls would be brilliant for the Red Bull team. And Marco, his main priority looks to be defending from Elmas. He looks very dangerous. Noise also catching up to the back of that Mercedes. Looking to capitalise on him being held up by Marco, who has now caught up to Ollie. They're both going to deplete their ERS. He's already on below 50%. And it's not, we've not even done 1.5 laps yet. Yeah, I've got a McLaren in the pits. But Curtis does look to be running away ahead of it. As Elmas has dropped back from Marco a bit, he's going to be wanting to get past this Haas as soon as he can. Holding him up, he's going to want to get past him now, isn't he? But he can't get greedy. He is a championship contender. He can't get greedy though. Can't get greedy at all. But only then. He's keeping in touch with Matt as Freddy is enabled now. How is this going to change things up, especially at the front? Is Curtis just going to manage to push out with that DRS range? Don't think he's going to be able to, otherwise I think Max will get that DRS. He's a second now though. Matt is going to get that DRS. Ollie's going to get it as well with Marco following in behind. Elmas trying to catch up, but Noise is right on the tail of him. Right on the tail of him. Marco on 20% ERS. He has depleted his entire battery then. Trying to catch up to that Haas, who is now starting to fall behind the Red Bulls. And you can just see the Red Bulls running away with this, really, can't you? You can entirely see them running away with this, but as he does fall out that range, and Marco is going to need to absolutely clear that Haas as soon as possible, as that gap is only going to get bigger. But Elmas and Noise are going to be looking to clear him as well. A very tight race here then, up at the front. As all of it's spread out behind, aren't we? But if it is, oh, that's annoying. Here we go then. Top 6. All battling each other. But Ollie is definitely starting to fall behind now. But Marco still hasn't managed to clear him on the straight. And Elmas is going to be wanting to get past as soon as possible then. Very close at the top, but not many overtakes, I must admit. Not many overtakes at all. Marco and Ollie. Marco needs to clear now, but still only 5% ERS. Here goes Marco then. should be a pretty easy move. But he does run a bit wide with that corner, which will allow Ollie a bit of space now to go for it, but Marco defends that brilliantly. But now that ERS, how's that going to play a big problem in his late race? That would play a big problem, I'm pretty sure. Curtis just needs to get that DRS range of Matt, doesn't he? Just to run away with it a little, maybe. Because he gets past clapped by Pete. There's noise starting to fall behind, maybe a bit of the Elmas, but Elmas and Ollie. Ollie's going to go for it then on the Ferrari. And he does make the move stick. But Marco's still there, round the outside, trying to stick it out, gets pushed maybe a little bit too wide. Could that open up an opportunity then for the Mercedes? Doesn't get the exit, and Ollie gets ahead of Marco. Gets ahead of Marco. But Elmas is right up here now. Looking to get past them both, I think. And here goes Marco with 5% DRS. Elmas is just going to get him as his DRS is depleted. He's going to get the double. Up the inside he goes. Gets the double overtake. He does it. Marco left right out, and that's allowed the Aston Martin to join the party. The Aston Martin of noise. Looking to get that Ferrari. But Ollie's defending from the Ferrari really well. He has pretty much no DRS now. But Elmas is going to be the one under threat coming into this DRS zone. They're all going to have the DRS. And it's going to be the horse on the Mercedes. He's going to not make the move. Elmas defends brilliantly then. As is that an incident? As is not gravity is spun. But out in front is Elmas. And Matt here could potentially get the overtake on his teammate with a lot more ERS than him. Is he going to go for it? Not gravity retires in the pits. Here we go. Nothing there, but from behind. Nothing again. No movement in track position. Oh, we're going to have the Aston Martin and noise. He's going to make a send down the inside. Going to get the outside now. This should be so disappointing for the Ferrari. He's just got the move done. What a move that was. What a move that was. Then now we are going to get Ollie. Looking to get a move on that Mercedes to get him back up into the podium positions. Can he do it? No, he does have a little bit of a moment there, which allows the Aston Martin to catch up by quite a bit as we have Pete and the Classy, but Pete goes very wide. The Alpine is trying to stick it out on them softs. Can't quite get the move to stick. Nothing there, but Marco. Here we go. Nothing really happening then. The Ferrari starting to fall behind a bit. The noise in that Aston Martin looking very sharp. He wants to get this house. Is he going to finally? No, but look at Marco's ERS. No ERS to play with there. Nothing else really here, but except from the Alpine getting the move done on the AlphaTauri. Noise very close up here then to the Haas. Potentially down this straight, a move could be made. Same with the top two. But look at that ERS saving, almost 100%. Here comes the Aston Martin. And he's going to get right ahead. Up into P4. Goes SDR Noise. There's a caution, and that is a big incident, it looks like. Shaz, the McLaren, I believe, I don't know if he was involved in that actually. No, he's trying to catch that Mercedes. He's on a mission, isn't he? We're having a terrible sprint race. The position changes up by 7. The Noise. Are we going to go for it here then? No, we're not. As Marco's called right up to the back of Ollie again. And this battle has stuck with us for a long time there now. Curtis. Elmas. It's Elmas, and he's followed by Noise, Ollie and Marco, all in contention for this P3 spot. But the ERS management from Marco has not been the greatest, I think it's safe to say, but he's back in that DRS range, and he's going to go for it. Activating the ERS, it's not going to do much. There's Noise as well, starting to run out with Ollie only on 25 as well. And hello, FIFA. Yeah. Noise. Elmas. Ollie still trying to catch Noise. But Marco here can potentially get a move done on the Haas. He's going to look at that way. He's got the slipstream. Very, very close. Wheel to wheel, and the Haas bucks out. But he does get the exit, the Haas. Noise. And McCluskey for the W, says FIFA duck in. There he is. And fair enough, he is catching up. And he is planning an overtake on the Mercedes of Clap by Pete, who has got a 3-second anyway. And are we going to see a move here then? I think this is just a catch of the ice training from them. But Marco is 1.3 behind Noise now. McCluskey looking to get the move done. I can't get it done then. Tom right up, only 8 tenths away from Praise the Patty, but looks to be running the way. Praise the Patty with McCluskey sticking right out the back of that Mercedes. And Matt, speaking however, only 3 tenths away from his Red Bull teammate. Will team orders potentially come into play here? With an overtake enabled. He's finally got it, and it looks to be Curtis just letting him pass. They don't want to fight it, do they? The 2 Red Bulls. Keeping it very tidy, Matt and Curtis then. Just want to see out the 1-2, I think. Yes, it was a lovely overtake. Well, Matt, just getting the move done. Curtis minds out the way nicely. Noise starting to fall back as Marco is now starting to gain on that Aston Martin, with Ollie sticking with them as well. But Curtis looking to get it done. You can tell with the ERS deployed, and they're just swapping positions, and Curtis gets the move done easily. Nice. Who's behind him? Noise is behind him, and he's followed by Marco, who's caught right up now, showing that pace that he does have. And no ERS. I mean DRS. I don't know what's going on there. We do have McCluskey, and then there is a retirement. Is that? Yes, it is. And that's going to bring the pack right together. A safety car. And it's... Oh, wow. The Red Bulls have lucked out. As everyone piling into the pits then. From McCluskey onwards. That is going to really help McCluskey. And the Red Bulls pretty much screwed now. As Curtis leaves the session. Don't know what happened to Curtis. And that was Devlin who did send it into the wall. Curtis has left. So I don't know why he's left. Curtis does, his AI does come in. The Red Bulls are going to double stack. That's just going to... Or can they get this move done quickly? They get it done quick enough. But everyone is piling into the pits. Can McCluskey get there quick enough? As Curtis and Matt, they're going to come round. I don't think they're going to get there. They're not going to get there. As Curtis joins back, maybe they'll get a few of them. No, I don't think they will. They were just too far back. Maybe they'll get Pete. Will they? No, he just comes out ahead of them. But we're going to have a safety car restart now. Curtis has joined but has not taken control of his car yet. He's back. Curtis is back. And Matt does do an overtake on the safety car. I don't know why that has been, but pretty much guaranteed we're going to have another lap. I'm pretty sure. But everyone all stacked up now. We are going to have a safety car restart on our hands. And I wonder how this is going to go as the two Red Bulls swap positions again. And Matt goes past again. I don't know what's happened there. Obviously, we won't be in, but as Curtis goes through again, and he lets Matt through again. We aren't in this lap. But Elmas does need to catch up to the field a bit. He's quite the way back. We have the majority of drivers caught up now then. Marco. We are exactly halfway through this 50% race in Prestige. We are going to have Matt lead the way, then on the safety car is going to lead our safety car restart with Elmas. Right behind, obviously he had the pace. Can he keep up? Oh, can he keep up with the Red Bulls? Marco, can he keep up? He's recharging the ERS now. Can he manage it better? This has been a chance for him to get right back into the race, and I think hopefully he takes it. I want to see a battle up front then between another team and obviously Red Bull, but as the way it's going, Red Bull just look like the dominant force in this race. We are going to have Noise, potentially an underdog as well, in that Aston Martin. Elmas looking to catch up, and we should be in this lap. I don't see a reason why we shouldn't. So rounded off your points then will be Tom, who only takes home the 1 point at AlphaTauri. And we are going to be in this lap, and a further confusion at the front then between the two Red Bulls. Curtis, desperate to get past. Desperate to get going, but Matt is backing up the grid so much. And when is Matt going to go? When is he going to go? That is going to be the question. He is so far ahead. And Curtis will be penalised for falling behind, I believe. But Matt has gone. And that has left 3.7 seconds between the two. And I don't know what has happened there, but to be honest, it's all clean off the restart. And that was definitely planned then by the Red Bull team. And Marco looking to go for it down the inside. That's a very sketchy move, and he leaves Elmas no space. And he does a 3-second time penalty. Noise may be looking for it. Don't think his Ollie's falling. I mean, Pete is falling behind. McClussy's 2 Alpines. But Curtis has cut that gap down a lot. Noise. 5 tenths off then, as we do have some changes in track position. Oh, right, very close to the Alfa Romeo. But Charles Max nudges the Alfa Romeo there. Luckily, nothing else was done. Everything else looking pretty decent up front as well. Looking decent as well. Well, Marco catching up to Curtis. Elmas under pressure by Noise potentially. We'll use that ERS to give him a little bit of a boost. 10 laps remaining here then at Silverstone. We have Matt out front and then Curtis following, making it a Red Bull 1-2. We have Marco trying to catch up to Curtis, obviously 2 championship leaders. So who are we going to see win this race? As we have Noise catching right at the back of Elmas, and Marco's kind of sticking with Curtis then. Noise runs a bit wide then. And that's going to allow Ollie to catch right up to him. As he slows down not to get penalised, I'm pretty sure. Here he goes then. Lots of time penalties flying out everywhere then. But Elmas dropping right behind Marco, who's really improving on the pace now. And Curtis catching right up to his Red Bull teammate. DRS enabled. And Marco just falls outside the DRS range. Just when it's enabled, the Noise is still there to get it on Elmas. Noise. He's going to get the DRS, but will he do it? Well, that's a separate question, isn't it? No ERS enabled. Curtis now only 2.22 his Red Bull teammate. Who can do it? Is it going to be Noise? Can Noise get the move done? Ollie though, you've got to remember Ollie's still in there, and especially Pete as well. He's catching right up to the back of the half. Here he goes. Hello, Infinity Legend. And here goes Pete then, he's done it. Pete done it, but Ollie can get right back at him. He won't get at him though, but Noise coming at him again. Hello, AJ. Noise. Just trying to get the overtake done. Can he do it? What do we think? Don't think he can. Doesn't look to be going in now. But Ollie still up by cut by Pete and Noise. But Curtis is now really cutting down that time. Really cutting down that time. Team Matt, can he get that overtake done potentially before the end of the race? We know they are teammates, so will he potentially back out of that? Let his teammate win the race, but you've got to say he's a teammate. He's also a championship contender. He's a threat to Curtis. Potentially he'll want to overtake him, make sure he beats him, but while he's doing that, we see Noise. He's going to overtake and he's left that very fine for Elmas. Can Elmas do it though? No, he's not going to. We're going to enter lap 19. Elmas right behind. But Noise is now going to be looking to send his quest to Marco. His quest to overtake Marco and get him done. Thanks for the compliment, Infinity Legend. Appreciate it. But Elmas is going to be getting it. He's going to use his ERS. He's not though, only going to use that for a bit of a bumper and then to catch him right up. So the back of Noise and gets very close then. But they're both simultaneously catching up to Marco. The rear flap goes down. He's got the extra pace. And Curtis can't get it done. And Elmas back out ahead. As Marco looks to have a very poor corner. And I don't know what has happened there. I think my internet has gone down.